I bet you're probably wondering how you can get Versace shades like this and get Gucci flip-flops that I could take your girl in. Well, guess what? I'm sitting on this Lamborghini. Oh, it's not exactly a Lamborghini. It's actually, well, you know what I mean. I can show you how to get all this in a short amount of time. It's really simple. You could quit your 9 to 5 right now, and I can show you how to do it. I've got a master course online going for $997, taxes and... But seriously, guys, my name is Dion McCray, and actually what I'm here to talk to you about today is the 4 big no-nos that stop you from being successful in your life. Now, there are 4 key elements that are going to stop you from being successful. Number 1, outlining your day and keeping track. Number 2, talking about your success with others. Number 3, not committing your time currently to whatever projects you're working on. And number 4, spending money you don't have. That's going to be one of the biggest topics that we cover today. Number 1, outlining your day and keeping track. Most of us don't know how to properly outline our days, and that is a huge no-no. It's very, very, very critical to your success that you keep track and you outline your days. The more uniformity you have in outlining your days, the more simple your life is going to be. Number 2, talking about your success with others. That can be a huge no-no. Now, the reason why it can be a huge no-no is because this, number 2, it can backfire on you. A lot of the people that you surround yourself with are a lot of the people that hold you down. You may not know it, you may think, hey, I've got a lot of friends, they're the greatest people in the world to me, but if they don't share similar goals as yourself, what purpose do they serve for you? Are they your drinking buddies? Do they want to take you out? Do they want to take you away from what you're trying to strive and achieve for yourself? They're the ones that can hold you down from your goals. So talking about success with others is not strictly poised straight to friends. It can be your family members. It can be a stranger on the street. A lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about other people that are doing things for themselves. A lot of people have things to say when they themselves are not doing what they should be doing, and they kind of bring you down. For example, you have friends and you're talking about, hey, listen, I'm trying to succeed. I've got this business going. I've been working hard at it. People will say, hey, there's another guy doing the same thing what you're doing. He's doing a lot better than what you're doing right now. And then you got to compare yourself to other people. And then you get put down, and then you don't work as hard. And there's just so many things that can go wrong when you talk about other things, when you talk about your success personally with other people. So it's a big no-no, a huge no-no in my book to talk about your success. It's the best to do successful things, to stay on point, to work extra hard. Don't talk about your success. Your success will talk for itself. And that's what I have to say about that. In terms of the family aspect of not talking about your success with others, a lot of the older generations get stuck in their ways because, they have to go through working super hard, lots of manual labor, and they think that it's the best, course of action sometimes for you to go to college and for you to take the time out and figure out your ways this way only and no way, no other how. You can't do anything else. You got to stick with this and be safe, and you can't take risks. And most of that kind of stuff really pulls you down. So when you talk about how you want to jump into your own venture, you want to be successful in your own business, most parents, from what we've experienced, here in today's time, will try and negate you from reaching out and taking risks and doing things that you shouldn't do. They'll more so want you to stick to what's commonly known as, the normal way of going about things. But instead of doing that, that's one of the big things that you don't want to share with people until you've gone out and you've made your success, like I said earlier in the video. Next on the list of our huge no-nos is number 3, not committing your time consistently to projects. I don't know how many people I know, your friends know, your mom knows, your grandma knows, everybody knows who doesn't take their time and put it consistently into something that they're working on. We get into the habit of this like in things like exercise, not just business, any kind of project we do. I had one time in my life where I wanted to be really good at video games and I wanted to get into streaming. And guess what I did? I got into streaming for 2 days, and then I gave up on it completely. When you have a project that you want to work on consistently, do not give up. That's the biggest thing that you can do. That's the worst thing you can do is give up. You do not want to give up. You want to take your time, you want to commit it. Like I said, with number one, these two fall in together. Number one is taking your time to outline your day and keeping track, and to commit your time is what you want to do. If you can keep track of what you're doing throughout the day, you can keep track of your time, and you can put your time into the projects that you want to do the most. The projects that are going to get you the most out of life, that's going to get you the best results that you can think of. Like I said, in terms of exercise, if you want to exercise, set aside a schedule to work out your days and make sure you get at least 4 or 5 days in there. Also, you got to make sure you get in your diet, but that's a completely different topic. You don't got to worry about that. You can look that stuff up on your own on your own time. But not committing your time consistently to a project is going to be one of the biggest killers in your terms of success, leading your life into success. One of my biggest pet peeves. This little guy right here. Number 4, spending money you don't have. This is one of the biggest things that we all have problems with. Spending money you don't have. We do this all the freaking time. I can't remember how many times I've gone and spent money on things like money on things that I didn't have, or I couldn't afford. For example, the other day, not even like a week ago, I bought a Nerf gun. I bought 2 Nerf guns. $160 worth of Nerf guns. How many times have I used that Nerf gun? Like twice. And why did I buy it? Because I felt like I had the money to buy it. I could have taken that $160 and spent it on something that made me double that. Made me $320. But instead what I did was I bought some Nerf guns that I haven't even used twice. This is the thing about us as people. We always have this factor in us that we just need to be, satisfied right away. So we go out, we eat out, we buy things we don't need, we buy clothes we don't need, we buy toys we don't need, whatever the toy may be. Don't be perverted. We do whatever we need, and we do whatever we want, when we want, and we have nothing to show for it. I mean, like I said, I could have taken that $160 and doubled that and made it into something, that worked for me. I could have made that money work for me, but instead, I took that money and I spent it when I didn't have it. You know what I mean? So the biggest thing that is a takeaway from number 4 is to be more conservative with your money. Save that money, compound that money, and make that money work for you. This whole thing is about success. It's not just about the money. You have to be a person who feels success, a person who expresses success without talking about it all so much. You have to have the traits and the qualities of a successful person. Now, that's going to vary from everybody. It's not going to be the same for every person. Every person is going to be unique in their own way in terms of what they define as successful for them and, what makes them successful. But you have to be very conscious about these 4 rules. The biggest one is going to be this one here, because if you have nothing to invest in, obviously you can invest your time, but if you don't have this right here, these greenbacks, this money factor to invest in some of your projects along the way, then it's going to be very difficult for you. I mean, you can find people that can help you with that stuff, but if you don't have that stuff yourself, why would other people want to lend you stuff? Why would other people want to help you out? If you can't do for yourself, why would other people want to do for you? That's a big thing to take away from here. It's not listed on here, but that's a big takeaway from all 4 of these things. Number 1, not outlining your day and keeping track. Number 2, talking about your success with others. Number 3, not committing your time consistently to projects. And number 4, spending money you don't have. Be sure to like and subscribe this video. Share it with people who are on a journey, who don't know what to do with themselves, who are unsure of what they need to do. And make sure that they get this information, because it's really going to alter their lives as long as they can stick to these 4 rules, or stick to making these 4 rules obsolete and doing the right thing and to do them correctly. You know what I mean? Take what I'm saying, into consideration. Like I said, each individual is going to be different in terms of what defines their success and how successful they are. But if you use these 4 points as critical factors, as like a foundation for what you're doing, then by all means, if you continue with these things and you continue to push on, you will be successful in life. There's a guarantee that you will be successful. Like I said, Dion McCray here. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please share with the friends who need it. Thanks for watching.